episode of the People's Bike. I am Jimmy Peoples. I need to zoom in on that. Introduce yourself.
Max Halpert.
Yeah.
Alex McKelvey.
Oh, there you go. We're going in order. I'm Dave Namery. That's me.
There's a little order to this. As much as I like chaos, I mean, there's some order, Dave.
Yeah, just enough, but not too much.
What's going on? What are you talking about? Your job?
Oh, yeah.
You didn't quit yet?
I'm back. Hopefully the management isn't watching this. But
I'm so against going back.
It was 3 times they asked me back.
Yeah.
3 times they asked me back, and the 3rd time I caved because I was training at one place and they ghosted me, and then I applied so many places, and I guess January is hard.
Why did you leave?
Awful.
Why did you leave, and why did they want you back?
It was before the holidays, and I was like, I'm gonna keep it out of my 2020. I'm gonna grow as a person.
Is it just a terrible job?
Yeah, it's the type of job where they'll train somebody and then the person won't show up on their first day.
Oh, fine.
What? Yeah, they have a hard time keeping people. So, but I had to go. Oh man! But they just got their liquor license back, so there's a little bit of money.
Yeah, Jesus.
But I was gonna say it's an Israeli-run restaurant, and and my girlfriend, realizing that I wasn't going to be able to pay rent, was like, fine, go back. But I knew she wouldn't respect me if I went back. So I had to pay rent, had to be disrespected by her.
But wouldn't she also disrespect you if you didn't pay rent?
Right. Yeah. It's a catch-22. So I go there, and then my first day back, there's some like Antifa-looking kids who get cocktails, desserts, all this stuff, and then they don't tip on $77 and write, "Free Palestine, fuck you."
Wow, dude.
So I was like, Jesus, like,
why would they eat there?
Because they've never had to work in their life. They're fucking spoiled trust fund kids.
Yeah.
Back from Williamsburg to visit Dada to get the new up on their.
It pissed me off because it's like, I'm the waspiest dude there. They pay the establishment $77.
Yeah, just
Dan Pizzello.
What do you say?
That's
what it is.
Like a snack.
That's what it is. Dan. Love you, man. But see now you're probably pro-Israel now, and you might have been on the fence about the whole thing.
No, I'm just not in the game. I'm not a political person. I don't care one way or the other.
That Midnight Ghost Train shirt does not say I'm in the game of politics.
No, definitely not. Well, see, this isn't even my shirt. This was my roommate's shirt. I just fall into things. I'm just like an apathy.
Just grab it and go.
Actually, I think my roommate was looking for this shirt, and I used it as a pillowcase. And he's like, "You filthy bastard."
I'm a fan of that, though. I like taking old T-shirts and making pillows.
They're soft.
Cotton,
right?
And it looks cool. It's an old vintage, and you put some shit in it.
That seems dirty.
What? Really?
A shirt as a pillowcase?
You wash it.
I think it was washed.
Yeah.
It was, and it was.
I tap out of the girls
which is kind of
who say they're from war-torn countries, or say, oh, "Fuck." I had this girl the other day. She was like, "Yeah, because you wouldn't know what it's like to run for your life." I was like, "Nah, no. All right, I'm out." Who think their issues are bigger than yours?
They're just
Black guy just came in and went out. What was that? That was weird. Didn't introduce yourself.
To the open mic.
I don't trust you. Say your name. Mustafa. Of course it is. Would it be anything else? This is the podcast before the mic. Go through some shit and come back. Thank you, Mustafa. You don't mean any Mustafas in
No, right?
They want to oppression out brownie you?
Huh?
They want to oppression out brownie you?
Yeah.
Mustafa.
Oh, yeah. Oh, it's like a game. It's like rock, paper, scissors, but they got you every time. There's nothing you can say.
Yeah, my dad.
Yeah, how do you react to that when they?
I literally just tap out.
You say anything,
and I like different ethnicities. I want to date Muslim girls or Jewish girls, but then when they start pulling the fucking cards, I
think they feel intimidated by your. Blackness you get all the oppression points, so they're like, I gotta show that I can be oppressed too.
Everybody needs to show their oppression for whatever team they're in. You know
I don't get.
Is that fair?
Yeah, that is.
But when you can't relate to somebody else's, it's like, don't give a shit.
Yeah.
You know?
The good
No matter-
thing about being Jewish is we're the oppressed, but we're also the oppressors too.
Yes.
So we get to play both fields.
We get to play exactly.
It's why everybody hates us.
I know.
It's a lot of fun.
I know. But that's like, cause I like to do, you know, some wild shit sometimes on stage. So I have to, like, I've never really been, being Jewish has not negatively impacted me at all. But I'll still be like, gosh, I'm Jewish. I could say that because the Holocaust happened.
Yeah.
But it's really, I'm
You always
just
have the
like,
Holocaust.
exactly. I'm just. It's even worse because I'm just using that to get away with jokes
saying
on
the
stage,
N-word?
and my
Yeah.
ancestors are probably up there like, you're a piece of shit, man.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I like playing with that because I don't have any.
No.
I don't have any points. As the white Anglo-Saxon, there are no points. But I do like playing with the whole, like, I think I've tried this joke and since just totally destroyed it, but you can't, as a white dude, I think my family is from the mountains of North Carolina. So, yeah, if I met my ancestors,
Super
it would
white.
be, you know.
Where they make white people? The hills of North Carolina.
Yeah, but it's
That's funny.
one of those things where I wouldn't. If I met my ancestors, I don't know what we'd talk about.
Yeah.
I don't think we'd have anything to talk about. Like, you know what I mean? I'm just totally like. So that's one of those things where it's like I don't believe in just like owning the sins of your father because I don't even apologize for my grandparents when they're assholes at restaurants.
Yeah.
That was the bit I did. Remember that?
Yeah.
Because I communicate with my grandparents via like a Christmas card written by somebody else. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like we don't have. They're not my children. I'm not responsible for their views.
I can relate to my ancestors either, but dude, I'd be like, "Oh man, this is brutal." And they'd be like, "Oh, you got it so easy." Like, but you know, fuck.
At least you knew what you were doing every day. You know.
Cool, me.
Oh, your ancestors.
Oh well, they had a job.
Yeah, they
You had a mission. You had a purpose.
Yeah.
Oh fuck. God damn.
But the good thing about not having any, you know, race or culture to go back on is you actually have to develop a point of view and write jokes. You can't just make the same five
It's true.
happy.
Right.
I'm an ethnicity. This is what my, you
What
know,
else?
being oppressed.
Mm-hmm.
It's like trickier
Yeah.
if you want to go there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You know, that's like Mark Norman
Or,
does it really.
yeah. Or you have to take a hard, like,
Or you just
you
have to
spin
be an
into
asshole.
it, or be
You
the
know?
character. Yeah, just be an asshole.
Or you
I
just
think
have to
some
become
people
gay.
just become an asshole so
Yeah.
that they can kind of
Yeah.
have a point of view,
Yeah.
which sucks.
Something, yeah.
Well, yeah, of course. Or maybe they were just already assholes.
Yeah.
And they're just embracing it.
Mm-hmm.
You just posted. I'm gonna talk about it a little bit.
Sure.
Yeah.
You're fucking shit.
I am
What is
giving-
that piece of
I don't know. It's like you're right.
Well, no, I'm okay. Like I know what that. And look, I don't care. But
No,
that joke needs to
I
go.
am proud of you.
The only
I'm proud. You
issue-
posted video. That's what we want, right? To put your shit out there.
Yeah.
And it takes a lot of balls.
It was-
and I don't know.
Yeah, man, it was a great. It was a great.
Where was that at?
It was a great show. It was this theater in Los Angeles, and it was like a packed show.
Yeah.
It was called the Arena Theater. Honestly, the comics, dude, LA comics. I mean, you know,
host is great.
I did show. You know, I did shows in Mike's while I was there, and I didn't do like the comedy store or anything. But like, fucking, dude, the level of like, thank God for you being like the abuse that I get here, the negligence, the aloofness, the ignoring, the people on the phone. That is the shit that makes us good.
Doesn't make
Yeah.
it better.
It makes us
you
good because you have to be so undeniably funny they can't ignore you.
You can't care.
In LA, man, like there were some good but like the best comic I saw there used to do comedy in New York, man. Like and there was a couple, but like overall, it was just like. So I was.
Wait,
coming,
how long were you there?
I was just there I'm from there.
Oh, okay.
But it was good for me too because you know when I left LA to do comedy, like to start doing comedy in New York, I was like, should I stand out? You know, that was big. I was fucking torn about that. So going back and doing, and it made me made me realize this was the move. This was the move because they don't have nobody does. It's just like act outs and fucking impressions, and they're not even. They're not even good.
I feel like they get ready for TV. We
Yeah.
talked about this 100 times.
Yeah.
We
Well,
get ready for different things.
Well,
We're
no,
getting ready for the
no.
next.
It was a lot of people that were realizing that they weren't attractive or good enough to make it in TV, and they're like, "Hey, maybe I should try comedy." Yeah, which is the worst
Second
way. It should be the opposite. You should be doing comedy, and but like,
I think that's my persona.
Comedy
Failed
is
actor
all
persona.
Yeah.
It's
that's not my persona. That's just my life.
Yeah. Wait, do you know Amir Kabiri?
I know Amir Kabiri.
I don't
yeah.
generally ask that, but anytime somebody says they're from LA, I always throw it.
I know Amir. He's very funny. I don't know. I know him a little bit. I don't know him super well, but he's a real. There are funny comedians in LA, but they're all the people who are already past it, like places, you know. But just there's none of that. I mean, and look, I was only there for a week. I'm sure there's good mics and good people that I just didn't see, but just the overall. The level of quality and just the way, like everybody, there's too much fake support amongst the you know, in New York. That's what I realized is a big problem. Why there's so many like hacky kind of whatever, like liberally feministy,
because
like,
they will get laughs
because they're being supported without being like the support comes when you're good. You have to be good first.
Yeah,
the work makes you good, and then the good. All the best support I've gotten has not been some fake. We're supporting you emotionally. It's the support that comes from. Oh, damn! This guy is killing consistently. I want to support him. That's the real, you know.
Mm-hmm.
This is I've been talking about this on stage a bit because I'm from Jersey, and then that scene's different. But I've been coming out here and like. It's been good, but it's been rough, you know, because I've been doing this like almost 5 years now, and like I'm having these bombs that I haven't had in a long time, like
5 years in Jersey,
like real dead silence bombs, where I'm like I didn't get a laugh for 5 minutes, you know, only at the very end when I was like, well, this was pretty bad, you know, and then people will like pity laugh, but I'm just like, gee, but it's got me writing more, it's got me like working harder. Is that what it is? Yeah, I'm not like I don't like doing show jokes at mics. Like I still treat these like mics. The same way I treat Jersey mics like mics. I don't. If I gotta polish something, or if I add in new tags, maybe I'll do a show joke. But otherwise, it's just like
if I don't have enough shows, or if I gotta practice for something, then I'll do. Or if I just have something that's like I really like or found a new, then I will. But it's good that New York, like it really is. You don't realize how much better you're getting because the amount of just shit you have to take to get a laugh. But good, whatever. I do comedy because I have a deep, unfulfillable need for approval, and the fact that you never give it to me means I will always strive for it harder and harder, and that makes me a better comedian. So it all works out in the end.
Yeah, nice. It is the average is better. Like significantly better than in Jersey. And Jersey's got a good scene. Same with like Rockland County, New York. That's kind of where I'm at. There's good comics, but over here it's like the average is significantly better.
There's more. There's way more.
Way more, but also there's people here who come to do like that.
They're from all over.
Yeah.
It's more serious.
Some mics in Jersey.
You should. They're very nice, man. They're very nice. If you want like an ego boost, just go over the
We're talking about getting better. I'm just talking about
Sometimes
small, nice small, C market and be the king.
Chicago,
the king of
North Carolina. You killed North Carolina.
I don't know. Yeah. I mean, my family's in Atlanta now, but I'm just thinking, like, the people, grandparents.
Have you done comedy in Atlanta?
Just a mic. They have no respect. I know comedians. I was down there. I get no respect in my hometown.
I don't think anybody.
Until they're taping their Netflix special, and you get a bunch of free people. To yell.
The most I get, even in LA, is just like supportive condescension. Like, they're like, wow, it's really nice that you're following your dreams. That ends.
I had some mics there that I did well at, but there was one time where I was stuck down there, and I had to do a short film for a compilation I was doing here, and I tried to cast. I was like, I'm going to cast some people who are doing well in the comedy scene down there, and everybody like kind of ghosted me.
There's a lot of great actors. Why wouldn't you get actors in Atlanta? That's like.
Well, it was a comedic short film, so I was looking for comedians that I had kind of peripherally heard of, and and then I asked a bunch of people who ghosted me.
But most comedians can act.
And then Zane, Zane Sharif, Zane. super awesome,
I saw him
sweet
in the
dude. But
hospital,
he's like, he's from Atlanta, and I was like, hey, do you know any of these people that whatever? And then he group messages everybody that had ghosted me. It's all the same people. It's like, oh yeah, Alex is a bud of mine. That, and I was like, dude.
The scene is just too small.
Yeah, it just seemed like I was like, I'm gonna ask.
When
I'm gonna ask my
when
buddies.
you're doing skits, you got to get both. You got to get actors and comedians.
Yeah,
and
true.
then mix it up.
There are some comedians, but like they came from, but like people who just came from, especially like writer comedians, like they get. I mean, it's a skill like anything else. But it's always funny to see the comedians who just like don't translate to.
It seems like they're waiting.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, because A, they're fucking always trying to go for the joke rather than being present, and B, they're just like,
Yeah.
they don't know how to like work with a camera. But honestly, though, if you get really good at comedy, like it's so much easier to transition from like being great at comedy into acting than it would ever be for like comedy into drama.
Yeah, for sure.
Because drama, you can be great at dramatic acting.
Did you improv? Were you improv?
I did, but I never I did it to learn the skill, but I never wanted to be in improv. Improv people annoyed me.
Yeah, man.
Improv, yeah.
I did it in college. I was like, I don't want to be involved. I don't want to be.
Yeah, I don't like the scene of
The
improv
news,
people.
that's my news feed. That's my news feed because I did UCB for a while.
Yeah, dude.
And it is a lot of. It's like they're juicing each other up. It's like they're just in hive mind perpetually. Like, am I right? You know, that kind of thing.
And if you're not,
they're
like
already talking for a bunch of people.
They're performing for each other. And if you're not, like, what do you do? Like,
it's so
you're not yes-anding everything.
Improv group.
It's like
the one main big guy that everybody likes.
I'm 6 feet tall.
Oh, that's tall enough. That's tall for improv.
For improv, it's definitely tall. Improv is like, I went to one, like I was considering doing it. There's like a local spot, and it was so uncomfortable, and it felt like the audience was like laughing out of discomfort, where they were like, we better laugh right now because this is going to be really uncomfortable. And I remember there was one moment where these guys were doing a scene together, and they were acting something out, and it was like a dad and a son, and he's like, oh, like you came back just to see me? And I'm like, perfect opportunity to say no. Yeah. That it would have been hilarious. And he goes, yes. You do the end part, and everyone in the audience goes, aw. And I was like, this is horrible. I was like, what the fuck? Is this like a sitcom? Like, it's not funny at all.
He should have gone for the cereal over the son's shoulder. Dude, that's what that's what
I'm like, say no. Say no. It would be hilarious. Like, no, I'm not coming back for you. And he's like, yeah. Yes, son. I was like, oh, God, dude, what the fuck?
Improv works when it was like, back when it was underground and some shitty fucking theater and it was people putting it together. But then UCB became this whole, became this whole business and it just completely...
Was that stutter? Did you hear it?
Did I? Possibly.
It was there.
This whole business. I'm in a constant state of short circuit. You know this, Jimmy. But it sucked any life, any connection between people. Because I think improv only works when people because the good improv classes I have had, it's because we got along and we had a good team.
Yeah.
You don't get along with the people you're improvising with. If you're just thrown in some house team and most people are just like desperate actors.
A lot of them are theater people.
Yeah, theater people.
And they're just like not that
theater
funny.
Theater people who aren't good enough to be actors.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm a decent actor and I'm awful at improv. I'm not good at it. I would
different
always
skills.
be like a straight man.
I'm a good actor in my head.
Yeah.
Like in my head, I'm in a great action.
I'm with you,
movie,
dude.
Right? It's like I'm great. When you read the lines, it's like, oh, I can't read. So I'm gonna be like every 4 words. I'm like line.
One of my buddies is on a Herald team at UCB, and I won't name.
Those guys are
name
good though.
Oh, they're good. Yeah, they're
good.
good. But he's a good example of kind of the culture there is. One of the veterans there dropped the F-bomb on stage.
Which one?
The derogatory term for a gay person.
Also a bundle of sticks.
Playing a bigoted person. Yeah, a bundle of sticks. Playing a bigoted person. And then he was... there was this huge uprising. And then everyone... He was in a group text with his team. And the guy wasn't on his team, but the group everyone had to like, plug into this and be like, he needs to be taken out. And they're like, Tom, you're kind of quiet on. Oh, I just said his name. Whatever. They're like,
that's awesome.
He's like, you're strangely quiet about this. He's like, what do I say? I don't have an opinion on it.
Yeah.
What do I say? But he has to like have an opinion
also,
on
he
certain
was playing
things.
a character.
Exactly.
But fucking everybody feels the need to have an opinion on everything, and we all have to have the woke idealism.
But if you have to be worried, if you're improvising and you have to be worried about being an asshole as a character, that
I thought the point was to be like to riff and like be extemporaneous. So like you might slip and say
only
some
the
shit.
right way. Only if you're doing it the way that fits with our values.
Yeah, no dissent.
Is he a comic now? What is he doing now?
What? Oh, the guy that got. No, he's still. I think he's still there.
That would have been a good entrance in the comedy.
I don't think he.
Jared Late.
That's part of these dudes outside. Right? Yeah. We're filming a podcast.
Security, Mustafa. Soon.
Yeah, people see that. They don't think they just sit down.
Get two black guys in the front. Hell yeah. That's the new goal. Get security.
You on the list? You on the list?
I need a line out that door. I need security.
Right. How's that ratio, bro?
Yeah. Hell yeah. Fuck. What else is going on?
Might play. Dude. I got some. I was going to go see Ari Shafir's taping of the special Jew.
Mm-hmm.
I got tickets, and I just got an email that I know. But, like, I want to see it. Fuck you. I want to see this material on my people, all right? Just don't it's all going to be, the whole taping would have just been 20-something Jewish dudes, half of which are all trying to be comedians. Let's be real here. I can cop to it. Yeah. But the ticket got refunded. They canceled his show.
Really? Wait, where was it going to be?
It was going to be. No, it was like for Gramercy Theater, I think. Maybe not Gramercy, somewhere in New York. But I got these tickets like months ago, like, and they were funded because of this fucking Kobe thing, and people free. I'm like, whatever, dude. Like who. People just are looking, and like I'm from LA. I almost cry. I cried when Kobe died, but like who gives a shit? Man?
Wait, so I haven't been keeping up with the backlash. Like, is he getting banned from places? Like
temporarily, he's
going
to get banned.
Because I heard people were protesting outside some of the clubs.
He'll catch it for a while. He'll die down.
Yeah, the social justice mob will move on.
It was too soon. Yeah, it was just too soon.
But it's a different mob too. Like he wasn't really getting
the basketball fan, Bob. You're right.
I didn't know that he did that when celebrities died or whatever. And when I saw, I was like, oh wait, what happened?
Yeah.
And I looked, and I was like, Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
It was because it wasn't. I mean,
just grab a seat. Ask her for the mic.
Somebody's name Jared.
What?
Jared? Are you Jared?
I'm Dave.
I know you guys.
What are you talking about, Jared?
There's a debit card out there, so yeah.
Oh, okay.
Well, you're Jared, so you might as well
go ask for the microphone for me.
What microphone?
The microphone that we use.
How is it different?
Jokes.
What is there, an extra R?
No, it was too soon. It was. I saw what you see what Godfrey posted.
No.
He just went off on him.
Oh, really?
Godfrey.
I wanted to do a sketch of, because Godfrey was like, I'm funny. I'm really funny.
Yeah.
You're not that fucking funny.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, and another comic had posted something later. Look at old Mike. Not a little Mike. What the fuck is his name? Doug Brady.
Yeah,
I just saw one of his posts.
Oh, but Doug Brady's funny.
And I was going to be like, I'm not funny, but you're really not funny. I was like, I'm not funny. But I was like, I don't need this.
And I get the anger, but also, like, we need to stop treating tweets as their, like, affidavit. Like, why do we?
Yeah.
We need to stop caring about people's tweets. Like, tweets don't mean anything.
I would be horrified. I would be horrified to criticize anyone's fucking tweet. You know what I mean? Because I was like, next week I'm gonna do something. You know what I mean?
Oh, dude,
people who actually care about tweets are like nobody with value to society cares about treats because they're busy putting tweets because they're busy putting value into society.
Yeah. I got banned for life from Twitter.
Really?
Did you?
What'd you say?
It was a good thing to happen.
Yeah.
What'd you say?
I called
Tell us.
David Hogg retarded like 3 different times.
David who?
David Hogg, he's one of the Parkland kids. They're kind of like grooming
like
him to
one-
be a politician,
Oh,
which I find weird.
Dude, that's
You
so
know,
weird.
Like
like-
the cowboy.
Yeah, and I'm like, this dude's gonna be president
Who
in
pays
15
attention?
years.
No,
like
no.
he's going to be president.
It's so
So I like
uncomfortable
fucking with
how
him,
we're,
and
like,
then they banned me for
making
life.
these celebrity activists out of children, like,
Yeah.
dude, these kids are gonna be. I guess I don't know. What is the kid? I kind of want to see her get like an addiction. Like I want to see what happens when she goes through like puberty and like
the Thornburg.
But also she's Scandinavian and they're very genderless, sexless
Right.
people.
But it's like you see what happens when kids get too famous too young.
Yeah.
But then you have these adults who are like pushing them
Yeah.
into it
Mhm.
because it feeds their
And
agenda.
she's not like a celebrity for like a movie or like an instrument. Like she's like an act. So now she's tied to fucking activist, crazy political environmentalism.
Yeah.
Like what if she?
She won a Nobel Prize, right?
Like if she ever accidentally litters, like people will like lynch her.
Yeah, and like what if that person like changes their mind?
Yeah.
Not necessarily on the issue, but they're like, maybe I don't want to do this
What if
forever.
like her
Yeah.
And they
teenage
kinda box
rebellion,
them
she
in.
becomes like a climate denier?
Yeah, that would be great.
How dare you spread lies about the climate? It is a hoax made by the Chinese.
CO2 increase is correlative. It's
Yes.
correlation. It's not causal. Come on, do it. Something like
How
that,
dare you?
What are yours?
Actually, no, honestly, I can't even cop to it. There's another comic who does like a Greta Thunberg impression joke that's hilarious, and I'm just doing his. I'm doing an impression of his impression, so I can't even take credit for it.
Who's still naming their kids Greta?
The Scandinavians,
Oh.
people who eat mostly fish.
Oh man. I
Greta,
don't know.
Greta Thunberg.
No, he said, fuck it. I don't know.
I got kicked off Vine.
Did you?
Booted off Vine for 6 months.
Vine doesn't even exist.
I've lost a
Yeah.
Facebook
What
page.
did
That's
you-
it.
Wait, off of Twitter, for
I was trying to go hard on Vine when it was out.
on Vine.
Vine, you remember Vine?
Yeah.
6 video live. I just posted a video of me watching that HBO show, looking, and 2 dudes were butt fucking, waist up, and then it pans to me looking on. It was very deadpan, and it was just like. And then they booted me off for, I guess, sexual content. I was like, first of all, it's above the belt. Second of all, you're homophobic.
Yeah.
And then 6 months later, they gave it back.
For 6 months, though.
That's-
That was like a first offense?
I had another Vine account, so
Okay.
I was really trying, and I failed. I failed to break through
Good
that.
job. I'm proud
Yeah.
of you.
Yeah,
That's
but it was just
That's
because
okay.
my
That's somebody's attention.
You know where
That's the
those-
point.
you know
my
what?
roommate was watching the thing, and I was like, "Can you film me watch this this really hot and heavy scene?"
Yeah.
Because I'm like, just casually watching this bathhouse sex.
And you know where all
So-
those Vine celebrities are? Fucking McDonald's.
No,
Wait,
Vine.
no,
King
they-
Rock
some of
is
them translate.
fucking right, right?
Did they?
Yeah.
Really? Did people
Crystal
trans-
is.
Wait,
what's
what's
Crystalia?
Yeah, he was pretty big.
Wait,
He
was
was like a
Crystalia
main
on
one.
Vine?
Yeah.
I didn't know.
But wasn't
Yeah.
Logan Paul? Didn't he start off Vine?
Paul.
I know. Bo
King
Burnham.
Rock was like the
Bo,
big one.
Bo Burnham had a lot of great Vines.
Oh, you did.
Yeah,
But they're all on TikTok now.
Yeah.
So
You
you
on
kinda,
TikTok?
Yeah,
I made a TikTok,
I
and I just make TikToks about how weird and
Yeah.
pedophilic.
TikTok
Is that a word?
TikTok.
There's like 16-year-old
Yeah,
girls
it's kinda
twerking.
weird.
I'm like, what the
Yeah,
fuck?
yeah, it's kinda weird.
Like, it's so
Yeah,
weird.
It's like
man.
this is for kids. It's not.
Yeah, it's for
So
That's
kids.
how I felt about Snapchat.
And,
I
then
was
you
like, I
see,
can't-
and then you scroll it, and then there's like 50-year-olds, and you're like, what
of
are you
course,
doing?
liking.
here?
Like,
Weird.
dude, if you're gonna
Yeah.
scroll, don't like. Be
Yeah.
be incognito, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I want to
It's
do one where it's me criticizing lyrics, like wearing a tweed and criticizing lyrics. Do you know that Chainsmokers song? This is just an example
I
where
know.
they're just like
every single.
"Sa-na-na-na-na-na" in the backseat of your Rover.
Yeah,
Like,
and,
yeah.
trust me,
They-
I've been white girl wasted at that song.
Chainsmoker.
I've seen chain smokers before. When,
Have you?
Well, yeah.
Oh,
They played a good line. I mean, this was early chain smokers.
oh, okay.
But it was actually pretty good. It was-
Well,
it was
both
good.
of them are referring it as the other's Rover, the other's Range Rover. So who owns the Range Rover?
Wow, dude!
Do you
I think
see
you're
what I'm saying?
These are
overthinking-
the important
Okay,
questions.
That
know
is
what
what
I
I'm
hate?
saying. The TikTok will be.
You know what I
overthinking
you know what I
lyrics,
hate
like-
about that song though is after it I heard so many other songs that in the back of my car like we used to back when we were young, like every
Yeah.
song is like that.
Yeah.
And playing
That's nice.
I hate when other songs that's a trash pop country EDM thing when they talk about listening to another song.
Yeah,
That's like, dude, why don't you write a lyric? Rather than
Yeah.
Remember when we listened to that better song? Don't do that now. Listen to this one.
I love it.
It's fucking nostalgia bait, is what it is.
I don't want to do that
That's fair.
TikTok thing, but
No.
somebody
No.
needs to.
Fucking the
That's what I
fucking
was saying.
Chinese,
Do it.
man. They own TikTok.
God, that was the only example I could come up with. It would be a TikTok with one video of me just like
That's it.
breaking down that Chainsmokers song.
Ryan.
It's art,
What's up?
man. It's
Yeah,
art.
yeah.
That's why you got into this.
Yeah, I went on for a minute, and like you said, it was for children. It was little girls.
Yeah.
And little Asian girl. I saw one little Asian girl. I was like, I don't think I should be here.
Yeah,
No,
yeah,
I wanna
yeah,
be
yeah.
here. I don't think I should be here. I should
It's
get
fucked
out
up.
of this room and lock this door.
Yeah.
But there's nothing for like adults. Instagram? I don't know.
Do you think Instagram's fine?
Instagram's the best of them because
Yeah.
it's like Twitter. They're just hate central.
And you have to
Yeah.
read. Like, pictures are just pictures
Yeah,
and
Instagram-
videos.
There's too
fine.
much words.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like listening to people's brain farts.
Yeah.
And they're the worst words. And you can get like when I made a new
Worst
account
words.
after I got banned. I made a new account, but they found me. But I had it for like
Found you.
before they found me. It was like 3 days, and I got into beef with Talib Kweli. Did I mention this on
No.
stage ever? I got into Twitter beef with Talib
you
Kweli.
start Twitter beefs?
He's no, I didn't. Well, I just would troll people, but I trolled him, and then he like he's got 1 million followers. He like quote tweeted me, and
What
then
did you
his
say to him?
whole
What
I
was
had
it?
like
What was
I
it?
just had black Twitter like on my
Oh,
ass.
that's a black Twitter.
They were like
That's
they
a
were
good-
relentless, and I was having
I
so
hate
much
black
fun.
What?
Yeah,
And then
it's fun.
Twitter
And
got
then
you
they,
again.
I guess it was
What
like a
did you
blip,
say? What-
and then they found me, and then I don't know because Talib Kweli's like really SJW.
Oh, okay.
He's very and
Really?
he's this, yeah, and like very, and then
SJW.
I forget what I said, but it was something like something about white people. He was tweeting about white people, and then I said something back, and then he said something to me like "shut the fuck up, whitey," or like whatever he said, and I said you're anti-Semitic because I'm a Jew, and then I was like trying to fuck with him like that, and he's like, I love the Jewish people, and I was like, oh man, this is like, come on, can we argue with
It is fucked up that people can be like, "Shut the fuck up, whitey" on Twitter, and I could be
I almost had a argument with Method Man once.
really.
Yeah, at a movie premiere.
Really?
Huh?
Oh, of course.
What is it? Huh?
Sketch you are.
Sketch what?
Great sketch you are.
Sketch what? Sketch out
Right, right sketch you were in?
What sketch? are
What
you?
sketch? Is that transition to your sketch? What the
No.
fuck are you talking
We're talking
about?
about black and white people. We did Black History Month thing.
Oh, you saw it already? They posted?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't see it yet. That's funny.
Kill it.
Yeah, shut up. Shut up.
All right.
How was your sketch? I heard you had a sketch.
Hey,
huh?
yeah, good
Told me
sketch.
you watched.
Yeah?
That-
Told me you watched.
No, it's pretty dope.
Oh wait!
Pretty dope.
Oh yeah, I saw something. The cartoon.
The human
that was
rights.
funny.
Yeah,
man.
that was great.
It looked like it'd be like a dream sequence from BoJack Horseman.
Yeah, that was great.
It's something along those lines. It got a lot of BoJack
It's well
Horseman,
done.
Rick and Morty,
Yeah.
South Park vibes.
No, which are good vibes to have.
Yeah, exactly. I was just
Amazing
I'm
vibes.
humble for the comparison.
Oh, shut the fuck
Yeah.
up.
For the-
So I just have my hand out like this, and then Orlando just like slaps it. Like I was giving him a high five.
You look like you'd be in Ryan's fraternity.
I'll give left hand shake. Oh, what's that?
Like you'd be in the same fraternity.
That is a frat
That-
thing
is that
right
not a
there.
frat
Yeah, that is a
bro?
frat.
Yeah.
Don't give left-handed shakes, bro. Oh no, it's don't keep your
That's a man thing.
no, but oh no, what it is don't
Right,
keep
right,
a beer in your right
Take
hand.
left-handed shake.
No, but
I left-handed pounds, or I say excuse the left. You gotta say excuse the
that's
left.
Yeah,
unfair to
that's
lefties.
just
What
good
if somebody's a lefty?
etiquette.
I feel like
Yeah,
that's
excuse the
only a thing because
Guys
most
ever-
people are right-handed. That's very anti-left-handed of you.
You guys ever shook hands and then go pee in the bathroom?
Shake. No.
Like
What?
Shake someone's
after?
hand and then go straight to pee.
Yeah.
What's
To
that?
touch your dick from their hand.
Wow.
What?
Oh.
That's a good
Nobody thinks of that. Yeah, after you go to the bathroom and shake somebody's
That's
hand,
something
it's
that
nasty.
you think of. But
Hand, hand jobs aren't gay either. So.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What? I don't
Okay.
know. What? I was like, yeah. What?
Yeah.
But if I touch another guy's dick and don't go to the bathroom, is that not gay? Is that good? All right, cool. Glad we cleared that up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just talking about that looking. Yeah,
That's what. Yeah. Mustafa,
Yeah, you and I know.
your security. You gotta hold that down.
Fuck it up.
How old are you?
It's 24.
24. They still making Mustafas? Man, I thought those were outdated.
That's for life.
Mustafa?
Mohammed Mustafa for life.
Yeah, my parents ain't up like, yeah, we need another Mustafa in the world. Mustafa's up there with Malik, right?
No, it's up there with Muhammad.
It's more Muslim.
Yeah.
I feel like
Mustafa, Black Mustafa?
I've known Muslim Mustafas who weren't black. Is it a black
There's
name?
even
I
Christian
didn't know that.
It's old school black.
I didn't know that.
There's Christian Mustafas, but they do the PH instead of the F.
Oh, it's a gay.
Yeah.
It's like Steven with the PH, Christopher with an F. Fuck that guy. I don't give a shit. I'll run this shit till 4 o'clock. All right, we'll close this out. Tell them where they can find you.
Oh, just follow me on Instagram, D Namery.
Yeah,
That's it. That's all you got to do.
cool.
Instagram for me as well, Alex McKelvey with underscores before Alex, in between Alex, and then after it. Don't worry about it.
Jesus.
Just Google my name, maybe.
Instagram, Max Halpert. I'm putting stuff up there now. Stuff, so watch it and give me fake internet points.
Yeah, I'm proud of you. It's another, even though I was shitting on you. It's another episode of The People's Mic. You can find it on iHeartRadio, Spotify, JimPeoples.com. Subscribe to the YouTube channel, The People's Mic. We're here every day, Monday to Friday, out of Strung and Head at 2:15 for the podcast, 3 o'clock for the open mic, and back on Saturday at 4:30 for the podcast and 5:30 for the open mic. And is that it? I think so. We'll see you tomorrow. Thank
That's
you,
it.
guys.
Absolutely.